Rach and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be ranking the Townies in the Sims 4 base game. So this is a tier list on TierMaker and it's by Little Simsy, so I'll share it in the description down below in case you guys want to try it out and rank it yourself. And today we are going to be ranking, like I said, the base game Townies. So I don't know if there is one for the other Townies, but there is this one for the base game ones. So I thought it would be kind of fun to go through and rank them all. So the categories we have today are iconic, cool, nice enough, who, and stay away from me. So I think the way I'm going to rank these is anyone that is just kind of mid is going to go in the nice enough tier, and then the really just iconic ones that are just like the ultimate Sim, I feel like it really represents the Sims franchise the best, will go in the iconic tier, and then anyone that just really freaks me out is going to go in the stay away from me tier. Because I feel like that tier is meant for anyone that just really either makes me angry or really freaks me out. That I feel like is just no. So we are going to start off by ranking Nancy Landgrab first because she's first up on this lineup. And I would say that she's an icon. So I would say she goes into the iconic tier because Nancy Landgrab is the moment. I mean, the Landgrabs are a very prevalent family in the Sims franchise, especially The Sims 4. She's the leader of the family, despite Jeffrey being kind of the patriarch. She's the obvious leader of the family. And in fact, it's also lore that he married Nancy to get the Landgrab name. So I mean, at this point, she really is the moment. So next up we have Jeffrey Landgrab here, who I think is nice enough, but he's kind of mid. I don't really think of him as being an icon like Nancy. He's kind of just there, almost like a supportive piece to her iconicness, you know? It's sort of like the platform that the statues for award shows stand on. That's sort of what Jeffrey is. So Don Lothario here is next up on our list, and I would say he's an icon because Don is kind of really prevalent in The Sims 2 and kind of The Sims 3, and his lore is a little bit insane, and I feel like for The Sims 4, mostly everybody uses him at least once in their 100 baby challenges, and sometimes people even frequent him for legacy challenges, so I feel like he's a real drama starter, you know? So next up, we are going to do the Caliente sisters. Now, I don't remember which one is which, I'm not gonna lie. I think this one is Dina, and this one's Nina. But this one actually, wait, no, Nina has the bow, and Dina has the yellow cheese hair, right? I cannot remember. I think this one might be Nina, but I'm not sure. But whichever Caliente sister this is, I'm going to put her in the who category since I literally cannot remember which Caliente sister she is. And I almost never interact with her, so I'm just going to put her straight into the who. And then Dina, honestly, she's a little bit more of an icon. She has a lot more lore within the game, and she has started a lot more drama. So that almost makes me want to put her in the cool category, but since I literally do not know her name, I think I'm gonna have to put her in the who with her sister. Now we're going to move on to Summer Holiday, and if you guys have seen my streams, then you guys know I have some beef with Summer Holiday. I have a long history with her, and for the most part I would put her in the nice enough category. But I had a very bad interaction with her recently on stream, and that would put her in the stay away from me category, because honestly, she did something so unfathomable that I can't even repeat it here. She ate one of my grilled cheeses from my fridge without asking, and she brought over fruitcake. Fruitcake of which, I might add, my sim did not like. So it was kind of a big slap in the face to me, honestly. Now Liberty Lee, however, I think is super adorable because she has this cute little duck t-shirt, and I think she's really cute. I think she's nice enough. She's not really the most, I guess, in-depth character that's in The Sims 4 by any means, but she's pretty nice, and I can see with a makeover maybe you putting her in your legacy save as the founder's spouse or something. because she is pretty cute. Travis, I'm not gonna lie, I really do not like Travis. Travis and Summer, they can stay together because I do not like him. I honestly find his cheese hair very annoying, and everything about him is just kind of yucky. So he can just stay away from me, to be honest. Now on to the Spencer Kim Lewis family for a moment here. We've got Olivia. So since she's a kid, I don't really interact with her a lot. I don't think I've actually ever met her in one of my gameplays. Because to be honest, I don't ever visit any of the lots where I think she would be. So I guess I'm just going to put her in the Who category because I honestly don't know her. I will say that her grandfather, Dennis Kim, is kind of an icon. He's kind of really like rich and just, I don't know, there's something about him that's just iconic. I feel like it's because he's the only elder in the game except for Vivian over here, and I think it's just kind of why I like relate him to being iconic. The next person we're going to rank is the moment herself, Bella Goth. So she's obviously iconic. I mean, I don't think anyone would put Bella Goth anywhere other than iconic, unless you've had like a horrible experience that put her in Stay Away From Me, because she is honestly amazing. Next up, we have Alice Spencer Kim, I think. I think that's her name. I'm really not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Alice Spencer Kim. I could be wrong though. But she is gonna go in the Who category because I don't think I've ever met her, and honestly, she looks a little rude. So I think I'm just gonna put her in the Who category. Now, Vivian Lewis, I haven't ever met either, but she seems nice enough. I mean, she's not an icon like Dennis is, because I have met Dennis before and he was kind of iconic. So I'm gonna put her in the nice enough category, and then I'm going to move on to her son. I know that he is a Lewis, but I don't know his name. However, I will say he's a very attractive townie. So I don't know where to put him. It's kind of like a cross between Who and Cool. So I think I'm going to put him in Cool since we don't have anyone there yet. And then that brings us to the pancakes. So there's going to be a lot of controversy over my decision here, I feel like. But Eliza, I think, is kind of an icon. So I want her to stay away from me. Do not get me wrong. I don't want to be around Eliza Pancakes. Everything about Eliza Pancakes freaks me out. Her eyebrows don't match her hair color. I don't like her color scheme of like having pink all in her room, but yet only dressing in green. It freaks me out. Honestly, it does. But she is an icon. I feel like you hear the name Eliza Pancakes and you're like, where? So I would put her in the icon category. However, her husband Bob is just kind of nice enough. Like, he almost borders on Who, because he really does not do that much. Like, he's kind of like Jeffrey to Nancy. He's like kind of just there to almost make Eliza's story more interesting. Like, even his room in his own house is like kind of bland and boring. Like, he's basically just Eliza's chef husband, that basically does not do anything important. So I would say he is nice enough, though, because he's very kind to my Sims when he comes over. So I'm going to put him there. Next up, we have the rest of the Goth family. So we're going to start off with Alexander here. When Alexander grows up, he's actually kind of cool, because, like, the Sims 3 lore is pretty cool for him. The Sims 2 lore is kind of cool, but, like, the Sims 3 lore for him is really cool. So I would say he's kind of cool, but not really in The Sims 4. I feel like in The Sims 4, he's just kind of like between nice enough and Who. But due to his Sims franchise lore, I'm going to put him in nice enough. Cassandra Goth, I'm not going to lie, her lore makes her kind of like, I don't know, she's nice enough, but like at the same time, I don't know that I've ever really interacted with her. So I might put her in the stay away from me category. No, you know what? I'm going to put her in the Who. Because honestly, I just don't know much about her, you know? Now, Mortimer is going straight in the stay away from me category. If you guys have seen my Midnight's Legacy Let's Play that I have here on YouTube, you know why he is in this category. If not, the Cliff Notes version is he's a walking red flag. He's super toxic. If you guys know the lore with him, you already probably know this, but yeah, he is super awful. I do not like him. Now on to Katrina. I've gotta say, she's gonna have to stay away from me. I have some bad history with her trying to steal my legacy husbands, and honestly, I find that very rude. And also, I just really do not like her because she's the mother of the other two. Moving on now, we're going to do the last member of the Landgraf family, which is the extended edition. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it is Johnny Zest, the abandoned son of Nancy Landgraf and Jeffrey Landgraf. So he's not actually on their family tree, but it says in his bio that they're related. So I don't know what that's about, but I would say he's kind of iconic because he's not really, like I said, he's not a part of their family tree, he's not a part of their household, but he's the only one that's actually broken off from the Landgraf family, and so I feel like he's kind of an icon. Now this guy, Gavin Richards, I think his name is, I don't like this guy. This guy kind of annoyed me when I met him in one of my Let's Plays, so I would either say stay away from me or who. But because I have met him, I'm going to put him in stay away from me. However, Jay Huntington III, which is one of his roommates, I love Jay Huntington III. I absolutely love him. I know he's a bit snobby. I know that he's, like, kind of stuck up, but he was one of my first, like, legacy founder husbands, and I think he's really nice. So I'm going to put him in the nice enough category. And then this guy, I literally do not know his name because he never comes in the welcome wagons. When I go to visit his house, he's never there. I don't know if I've actually ever got to meet this guy, even though I've tried really hard to. So I'm going to have to put him in the who category because literally I cannot find him. I cannot find him. It's sort of like this chick, Zoe. I couldn't meet her for the longest time, and then when I did, I was like, literally, get out, because she tried to steal Jay from me. She flirted with Jay, and then she flirted with one of my other husbands and one of my other playthroughs, and so I was like, no, you've got to go. And then for our last ranking, we've got Malcolm Landgraf. Now, I'm not actually sure if Malcolm is Jeffrey's son because he has the cheese colored hair and all of the other Landgrafs have like the lighter blonde color, so I'm really not sure where this cheese color is coming from. I found it very suspicious, you know, but we're gonna go ahead and put him in the stay away from me category, because to be honest with you, this guy is a little snob. Like he was really Landgraf raised, and I don't know, when I look at his face, he just annoys me. Like, I feel like he would be the, like, antagonist in everybody's legacies that does anything in, like, Oasis Springs. Because he just seems like a villain. I'm not gonna lie. He does. He seems like a villain. But yeah, this is my official ranking of all the Sims 4 base game townies. And if you guys disagree with any of my rankings, do let me know where you would put them in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this ranking. I think it's pretty accurate. I'm kind of sad that he's the only one in the cool tier and that I don't even know his first name. Like, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Eric. Wait, is his name Eric? I think it is. But yeah, anyway, I'm kind of sad that he's the only one in this tier, and I feel like the rest of the tiers are pretty even. And so for him to be here all alone is just kind of sad. But I couldn't really think of anyone else that kind of like went in this tier, you know? But yeah, that is all for today, and I will be seeing you guys hopefully in the next video. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, please do so that we can meet up then. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!